Welcome back to Faith Focus Network, where we delve into the depths of our Catholic faith, uncovering the richness and beauty that lies within. I'm host Daniela Bizant, and today we're exploring a fascinating and multifaceted topic, the role of monks and the differences between monks, brothers, and priests, and their female equivalents in religious life. This episode aims to provide a thorough understanding enriched by insights from catechesis, theological experts, and contemporary church leaders. To begin, let's address the question, are monks from all different religions? The short answer is yes. Monasticism is a spiritual practice found in many of the world's religions, including Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, and even some branches of Islam. While the practices and goals of monastic life vary significantly across these traditions, the common thread is a commitment to a life of prayer, contemplation, and often communal living. In Buddhism, for example, monks follow the teachings of the Buddha, focusing on meditation, ethical conduct, and the pursuit of enlightenment. In Hinduism, monks, often referred to as the sannyasis or swamis, renounce worldly life to attain spiritual liberation, or what they would call moksha. In Islam, Sufi monks, known as dervishes, engage in mysticism and the pursuit of a closer connection to God. Many Sufis believe that during Jesus' gap years in the Bible, Jesus studied with them, and some Sufis believe he learned to heal from them. A great book on that subject is Jesus in the Eyes of the Sufis. Now let's turn to Christianity. Monasticism has a rich and varied history here. Christian monks dedicate their lives to God through prayer, work, and the observance of religious vows. The origins of Christian monasticism can be traced back to the early centuries of the Church, with figures like St. Anthony of Egypt and St. Benedict of Nursia playing pivotal roles in its development. St. Benedict is known as the father of Western monasticism, and he established the Rule of St. Benedict, which became the foundation for many monastic communities in the West. His rule emphasizes prayer, work, which he called ora et labora, and communal living under the guidance of an abbot. So let's delve into the roles of monks, brothers, and priests within the Catholic Church. While all three dedicate their lives to religious service, their roles and responsibilities differ significantly. A monk is someone who lives a monastic life, typically within a community, and dedicates himself to prayer, contemplation, and manual labor. Monks take vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, and their primary focus is on their relationship with God. Monks can be priests, but not all monks are ordained. Some monks choose to become priests, but not all. These monks receive the sacrament of holy orders and are ordained to perform sacramental duties, such as celebrating the Eucharist, hearing confessions, and anointing the sick. However, not all monks pursue this ordination. Those who do not become priests still live a monastic life, focusing on prayer and work within their community without performing those specific priestly duties. A brother, on the other hand, is a layman who takes religious vows and lives in a community but is not ordained as a priest. Brothers engage in various forms of ministry, such as education, healthcare, and social work, while maintaining a deep commitment to prayer and communal living. Priests are ordained ministers who have received the sacrament of holy orders. They are responsible for administrating the sacraments, preaching, and pastoral care. While some priests live in monastic communities, many instead serve in parishes or other diocesan roles. A key distinction is that priests have the authority to celebrate the Eucharist and perform other sacramental duties. Understanding these distinctions is crucial for appreciating the diverse ways in which individuals can serve God and the Church. Each role, whether a monk, brother, or priest, contributes uniquely to the spiritual and communal life of the Church. So what about the female equivalents in monastic life? In the Catholic tradition, women who dedicate their lives to God in a monastic context are known as nuns. Like monks, nuns take vows of poverty, chastity, and obedience, and live in contemplative communities. Saint Scholastica, the twin sister of Saint Benedict, is a notable figure in the history of female monasticism. She founded a community of nuns following Benedictine rule. There are also religious sisters who, like brothers, take vows and live in a community but do not follow a monastic lifestyle. Religious sisters are often engaged and active in ministries such as teaching, healthcare, and social work. They are dedicated to prayer and community life, but are more active in the broader world compared to nuns. The role of monasticism and religious life in the church is not only historical, but also deeply relevant today. These communities serve as vital centers of prayer and spirituality, providing a countercultural witness to the values of simplicity, silence, and contemplation in a noisy and busy world. Contemporary church leaders often emphasize the importance of monastic and religious life. For example, Pope Francis frequently speaks about the value of religious communities and their witness to the gospel. In his apostolic exhortation Evangelii Gaudium, he writes, "The Church is called to be the house of the Father with doors always wide open." Monastic and religious communities embody this openness, welcoming all who seek God with sincere hearts. As we conclude this episode, it's essential to reflect on the broader implications of monastic and religious life. These communities remind us of the importance of dedicating time to prayer and contemplation, of living simply and in a balanced way, serving others selflessly. They challenge us to consider how we might incorporate these values into our own lives, regardless of our vocation. And if you're interested in learning more about monasticism and religious life, we've done an episode on exploring your charism, so I'll put that in the video description. But I also encourage you to explore the writings of church fathers and the rule of St. Benedict, and then other contemporary resources from Catholic authors and theologians. Also, go speak to your parish priest. He'll have great advice for you and can even have you speaking to a vocational expert. Understanding the diverse roles within the church helps us appreciate the richness of our faith and the many ways we can serve God and each other. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery and reflection. I hope this episode has provided you with valuable insights into the roles of monks, brothers, priests, and their female counterparts. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Faith Focus Network. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. And please send us your comments. They really help us when you do. Until next time, may we all strive to deepen our understanding of our faith and live out our callings with dedication and joy.